What's good, y'all? Riley Beats here, and today we are going to do another melody tutorial. I'm going to be breaking down how I make my melodies, the logic behind what I'm doing, and pretty much how you can make good melodies too. So if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that, and let's get right into it. If you're familiar with me, you know I like to start out with FL keys, but I do like to pick a scale, so let's just pick a random scale. Sorry, I'm like trying to adjust my mic, it feels a little bit close to my face. Let's go just with E minor, and then scale like progression. Way too close. It's like in my mouth. Progression wise, we'll just figure out something pretty simple. And we'll speed up the BPM. We'll go 167. Yeah, I think we could just do something like this. So I'm already just putting down like a pretty popular progression, something that I know off by heart at this point. It's just 1 3 5 7. The way that this progression works so well is the 1 goes into the 3 very well. It's just a very natural tone, and the 3 goes into the 5 very naturally as well. To conclude it, the 7, it goes pretty well with the 5 because there's a common note here with the third of the chord, and the 7 resolves with the 1, so it resolves back in, so it loops really well too. So pretty much from here, I need to turn this into chords. I'm gonna bring this down an octave and then turn it into chords down here. I'll just start out with some triads, and then usually from there I like to adjust what I have. I'm also gonna copy the bass notes for now and bring those down an octave. A snap to grid on. Snap to grid's fine. I'm gonna bring this up an octave. That's just an inversion I'm gonna do. I think that's fine. I want to keep that the same. This would go here for the 7th, so I'm gonna remove the 5th of this chord and make that a 7th. Let me bring this up now. And then as well, I'm gonna bring these two notes up an octave. Just keep that B consistent, just because that is a voice leading right there. So these chords will transition a little bit better with a common note. As well, this because this note from here to here jumps up, and because this note jumps down from here to here, that's just again some more voice leading stuff. So pretty much that'll just transition a lot smoother. Bring that up an octave. I don't remember the term for this, but I think this is called oblique motion, because again we have these notes staying the same, these notes not necessarily staying the same. I think that's called oblique motion. I don't remember the exact terminology. This is just gonna be my chord progression. It's pretty simple. I don't like that note. Okay, I think that's fine for the chord progression. And then from here, usually I want to make my chords have a lot more flavor to them. And so pretty much I'll just chop them up or I'll adjust them as needed. I think first things first, I'm going to do that. So now I've literally just chopped up this one note just to be delayed a little bit because this is part of the chords. From here, pretty much I'm going to add some filler notes just to, again, smoothen out those transitions. pretty much what I'm doing at the end here is I'm thinking about how I want this to end. So the 5 kind of feels like resolution at the end. However, I kind of wanted to tease that resolution and go back to the 4, which is a little bit more tense. Just keep that tension going back when it loops in again. So here's how just that little last bar sounds. Then from here, I'm going to add some kind of top line just because I added in some filler notes. So I'll add in a little bit of a top line, something simple. This is a pretty simple melody. Just zoom out a bit. So pretty much we just have the chords down here, like I said earlier. Then we got this little bit of a top line, which I'm going to change the instrument for. Let's just change the instrument for everything actually right now. Let's open up Electra X. I do love Electra X. I'm still like trying to figure out where everything is. Because again, like I just switched over to a new computer, rearranged everything. It is alphabetically ordered, so I shouldn't be struggling this much. I'm struggling with the alphabet. I don't know why my VST is open on the wrong screen. I will never understand that. Find this. Wow. Sound crashed while processing. That's great. Alright, let's find a sound. No. I feel like I can really use these sounds, actually. I have some ideas for them. Not this one. This one I feel like there's some potential for. But not for this thing. So this is kind of how I go about my sound selection. I'll look for what I'm looking for. And along the way, I'll find some things that I want to use. Pretty much nothing too special about it, to be honest with you. This one crashed too. What is going on with Electra X today? This is absurd. Whatever. We'll keep it pushing. So, this works. This is the default sound. Let's find a key. What? Alright. This Electra X just doesn't want to work. I've never had that happen. Okay, I just shortened the notes because I felt like everything was a little bit too long there. There's a lot of low end on it too. I'm gonna cut some of that high end too because I don't need all of that. Alright, and then let's put in this. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of layer it like this. But this needs to go there. This is the one I say you got to trust the process. Because once we EQ this, it's going to sound a lot different. Yeah, I need to level this out. And pretty much like just from there, I'm just layering stuff. Because layering is such like a good way to add depth to your melodies without really having to add too much in. You can leave a lot of space and then also add some good stuff that you can use for arrangement just to kind of keep everything more exciting. Like you can have sections just come in where you have completely different melodies, but it's really just the layering going on. I want to shorten these notes. And then I think from here too, we can add in like some kind of ambience. Because again, when you're making melodies, you want to keep in mind the greater, like the full picture of things. Because realistically, like if you just have the one idea going on throughout the whole thing, it gets boring. So you can add in ambience, you can add in layering, you can add in counter melodies. You can have a lot of counter melodies, you could have one counter melody, you could have zero counter melodies. And at the end of the day, the variety will really come from the other layers you have in there, the other ambience, the ear candy, like ARPs and stuff like that. And the ambience and all that, it plays a big part. Like right now, this melody, the way it's going, there's not much more room for another counter melody. So I'm thinking ambience and layering is the way to go, and that's kind of how I think about these things. Don't tell me this Electra X crashed. It's just muted, thank goodness. I thought it crashed on me like the other ones. Is this the one I want? Yeah, I like that one. I think I'm gonna try and see if I can find a different lead, actually. I don't really like that one.